Right, hello, welcome back to another walkthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. If you have not seen the previous videos that I with us, recommend you watch them before watching this one. Link below will be, hopefully, my recorded walkthroughs of both Origins and 2, with future reference, Dragon Age, the Veilguard, which comes out later this month, obviously, but I won't be able to play it until I get the PS5. Obviously, also linked below will be other games developed by BioWare and EA games, such as the Mass Effect Trilogy games and the eventual new Mass Effect game coming out. No release date yet, so whenever it comes out, will be linked below. And similar games to how Dragon Age is played out will also be linked below. I'm not gonna go into details on specific games. I'm gonna say like the fantasy world will be linked below. And picking up where we left off, this is part 2 of the DLC, The Jaws of Hakkon. We recently did the DLC, The Descent, and now obviously we're starting on the Jaws of Hakkon DLC, and this is part 2 of it. And obviously, let's continue the DLC.
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hakkonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hakkonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I should go.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
One of the animals the Huntmaster described.
It often travels with the veil is thin. Many creatures avoid such places.
Let's look around.
Orders for Grandin.
And dead Hakkonites. Impressive that he fought them off alone.
These were Hakkonites.
And that's an Inquisition dagger. Harding said that scout might try something stupid.
I'm watching you, Varric, just so you know.
Oh, well, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. What did I do now?
Nothing. Yet. Just keep it that way.
Varric Tethras, paragon of good behavior, at your service, Seeker.
More dead Hakkon warriors. Could one man accomplish this?
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin.
Careful. Something is amiss here.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakkon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the circuit. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakkon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
And then, will you stop, or will the rage take you?
This is bad.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Very well. Go.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I serve your cause. I swear to it.
I know it's a very, very bad idea, but let's see what happens.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
He's not dead, technically. He's actually possessed and taking revenge on the Hakkonites.
I was not expecting that answer. I need some time. But he's as good as dead. isn't he? Maker. I'll miss him. Boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
Don't you like the idea of tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights.
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye then.
Inquisitor, Baron Avar Pierre Hermotisan. I've come to consult with your soldiers on matters pertaining to natural threat. The beasts of these woods are fierce, and I fear they've already claimed the life of my dear devoted scribe.
What are you doing out here?
Once I was content to remain in the safety of my estate. Then, with the passing of my uncle, I was obliged to join an expedition to the stranger parts of Thedas. How little of our natural world is understood. What terrors creep across the soil while we lie ignorant and ill-prepared. If you knew what I do of the common fennec, you would not sleep. From that day onward, I have studied the wilds and the beasts therein.
Are my soldiers running into problems?
They face delays establishing camps due to pests of various nature. I offer to consider the matter. There is an herb mixture. Correctly placed, it could ward beasts away from their supplies. I would not presume to further involve myself in your organization's military affairs. Perhaps I might entrust these to you.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
There. It seems to be working.
Inquisitor. Herb wards. Those could assist the soldiers. I take it you've met Baron de Mortizan?
And you are?
Dulwich, your worship. The Master's scribe.
De Mortizan said you were dead.
I'm merely late, sir. I was not to return until I'd gathered evidence on the Nox Mortar.
How did you get involved in all this?
I've been the Master's scribe these past 10 years. The Baron has made a study of a number of creatures. I'm assured my assistance is invaluable.
You're gathering evidence on a...
The Nox Mortar. I was to set out apparatus for gathering information on the beast. Retrieving it proved difficult. Gurguts. If you're out here anyway, your worship, I can inform you that the Baron's pockets are deep. He would no doubt appreciate any efforts made on his behalf.
What is the Nox Mortar exactly?
A skulking beast the Master believes lies somewhere in the basin.
That's not very specific.
I'm afraid specificity eludes us, sir. Officially, the beast remains undiscovered and unwitnessed.
I should be going.
Very good, sir.
Now that they are allied with the Inquisition, the rebel mages are likely to enjoy more freedoms.
I expect you are correct.
I thought you would be pleased.
I will be pleased when the world we share is not threatened by a blight-corrupted madman. Regardless of who was responsible, the conflict between Templars and mages helped Corypheus rise to power. We cannot afford to let political infighting distract us from our duty.
Agreed. When it is done, I promise what you have done here will not be forgotten.
Thank you, Seeker. I think.
about Hawk.
Don't, Seeker. Just don't.
Hakkon must be guarding this place for a reason.
One down!
I'm starting to think that if we went to the moon or the bottom of the sea, we'd find Tevinter runes there.
To try something else.
This, whatever it is, it must be what Dalmortizan wanted.
I'm sure he'll be able to attain information from it. Unless... Was part of this eaten?
Dunwich yet lives while I was so certain of his passing. The Maker smiles on this endeavor.
Your scribe, Dunwich, mentioned something called the Nox Mortar.
Ah, yes. I have yet to lay eyes upon it. Pray do not request details so soon. Not when concrete evidence lies yet unturned.
I've evidence of your Nox Mortar, I think.
To observe the mark of the teeth. Let me see. Good and good. But this, a beast unclassified and interested in the bait presented. What lies before us is an opportunity to greet the unknowable. Yet I confess fear, knowing I lack the skill to confront it. Surely Andraste's herald does not share my limitation. If you would take the bait and confirm its existence, I would be in the Inquisition's debt.
What can you tell me about Nox Mortar?
Mere scraps of knowledge gleaned from bloodstained papers. They speak of a creature enamored of shadow lurking in the darkest places. Silence pays it favor, concealing its awed bulk until a stretched mouth picks its prey. Of course, some of my colleagues deem the beast a mere fancy.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Be prepared. There's no telling what trouble we'll find down here.
Dalmortizan said to place the bait here. We need to find a good spot.
Right, because it might be picky.
I don't... Wait. What was that?
Bogfisher. It's a bogfisher?
Did that just happen?
I suppose it was a very aggressive bogfisher. Not what I expected.
Der Mortizan will want to hear about this.
Pray, do not keep me in suspense. Your haunted stare speaks plainly of an encounter with the Nox Mortar.
Is the Nox Mortar a bogfisher, by any chance? A large, aggressive bogfisher?
Bogfisher? That quaint nomenclature inadequately describes its lesser kin, and here is whom they must serve.
Why didn't you...
I told them to have proof of its existence. Minds shall be enlightened. So when enlightenment comes at the cost of such fearful truths, I must wonder at its tone. Permit my humble gratitude to reflect the risk taken, your worship. Where's Dunwich? Must draft a letter to the universe.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Solas, I am sorry about your friend.
Thank you.
I knew demons and spirits were similar, but I did not know one could become the other so easily.
Not similar, Seeker. The same. The Chantry sees black and white, but nature is, and always has been, grey. A spirit is a purpose. A demon is that purpose perverted.
That might be true with the spirit of compassion, but what is the purpose of a hunger demon?
Survival, satiation, the pleasure of taste, of feeding. True hunger, however, is much darker. Think of all those who starve in this world. Mankind has itself to blame for the existence of demons.
That didn't work. That didn't work. Does this say overcompensating to anyone else?
We need to try something else. Do you ever miss life beneath the earth? The call of the stone?
Nah, whatever the stone, capital S, is, it was gone by the time my parents had me.
But do you miss it?
How could I miss what I never had? But say I did have that sense, that connection to the stone. What would it cost me? Would I lose my friends up here? Would I stop telling stories? I like who I am. If I want to hear songs, I'll go to the tavern.
You are wiser than most. This must be where Kenrick's assistant came to study.
Inquisitor, you may want to see this. Inquisitor! I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... two stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
What do you know about Hakkon?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So they were close? Friends?
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon. but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Arina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperit to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Darina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Ameridan himself?
It's possible, but Ameridan would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Ameridan and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Ameridan's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Darina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
May I help you, Inquisitor?
I'll speak with you later. Inquisitor. I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakkon is battle with blunted weapons.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janusdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
What would change the weather?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvacker lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food, not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
Do you have any members of the hold searching for Storvacker?
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hakkonites. If she were dead, the augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, we... Your maker has turned from you, has he not? It is as that. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
The way you asked us to help find Storvacker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred, that no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning Thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stonebear Hold?
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakkon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hakkonites were friends, they would attack us. but they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor, but the Hakkonites are tiresome.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
You have fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvaca. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly? I will speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvaca. They may know something they have not told me.
Reception is good. Fine work.
Well met.
I heard your hold animal's missing. Do you know where she might be?
I can't help you, Inquisitor. I always keep my distance from Storvaca.
Why is that?
She nipped me good as a cook. The scar still itches when it rains.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they dress like that?
Greetings, stranger.
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Now you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark, and I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. Goat's piss, do I hunt?
I apologize. I was just curious.
Suppose you can't help Lowlanders' manners.
I spoke to the woman preparing bodies for funeral. She said I might make an offering. For Calden.
How would... As a gift? Sly woman. In that case, I'll accept an offering from the hand that gives it. Tradition says the offering's made to Koth. Only creatures who touch the gods' realm will do. I'll mark where someone last spotted. It'd be an unmatched gift, Lowlander. I still pity Calden's son, though, losing his father's name.
What do you mean?
Finn failed to complete the rites. That'll see him disowned when the burial's complete. He's fatherless whether you do this or not, Inquisitor. Seeing it done will give him some peace, I imagine.
Do you have any idea where Storvaca has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Caldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
How were you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boat. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
I know about your father's burial, and the offering.
I tried. I dragged myself out of this cursed bed, but the pain... I collapsed. The Huntmaster found me and dragged me back. Said we didn't need another dead man.
I'm told I can make the offering as a gift for the hold. I'll try to do so for your father.
He won't be my father much longer.
The loss of your name?
It doesn't matter. Whether or not he's my father, I still love him. I would not see his soul severed from the earth, if it's meant to return. If you can make a gift of the offering, there's no way I could repay you.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Stranger. Greetings, stranger.
You're the one they speak about in the lowlands, aren't you? The Herald of Andraste.
Many call me that.
Helmsdim Rolfson. I trade our goods outside the hold. You'll not find better this side of the mountain.
Have you traveled outside of Stonebear Hold?
Corth Mountain Father provides. But press us, and we'll admit there's lowlander goods we can't craft ourselves. I sell our goods there. The old trader taught me how to read and write, and how to act in your cities.
Where does your trading take you?
Denerim and Southreach in Ferelden. Leeds and Verche in Orlais. When the passes are clear, I take our wares to Val Royeaux.
Surely you can get a fair price for your goods closer than Val Royeaux.
Ah, well, that's truth, but have you seen it? My heart lies with the hold, but I'll die remembering the light on the gates of the sun.
One of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Everyone thinks I'm mad when I speak of Orlais. They believe I make half of it up. As if I could dream up those fountains and palaces, and those frilly little cakes. Most in the hold call any city outside the mountains prideful or lowlander folly.
Farewell.
Another time.
So, she arrives. Don't throng! Behold, worthy ones, the woman who blazes like fire and mends the air.
What is this?
It's safe. They mean no harm.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. There. It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the North.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the Hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice, and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the Veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied Time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hakkonites. What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of Hakkon did this.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an Augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldsdotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination?
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving. A ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, which is taken to exile.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume Augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the same. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
Some have wisdom, for those willing to listen.
They protect the hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
You let spirits possess your mages on purpose.
What better teacher than one woven from magic? The spirits in the hold have helped us in this way for hundreds of years. Once a mage masters their powers, their teacher departs, duty ended. Unless the mage is weak.
What happens to these weak mages?
Their teachers stay with them, and the other gods watch them both, so neither soul turns sick. If one does sicken, or the mage stands in risk of harming the hold, one day, they do not wake in their bed. It is very sad. It is what must be done.
It is kinder than what happens in many mage circles.
Be welcome.
I found all the Veilfire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the Skalds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakkon's followers want him alive as he was. They will not let him die and return as he should. The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakkon's deed from other gods.
They have powerful magic. Why are the jaws of Hakkon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakkon turned their backs on all other gods that ever held their hold. It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Enough for the offering.
The Huntmaster said he'd accept a gift from the hand that gave it. Let Finn do it.
Kind though that may be, it bends the laws of their tradition. It's something to consider.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Inquisitor?
I have the offering for Calden Enverson.
I'll see it properly prepared and sent to Gida. She'll be making the final preparations soon, I imagine.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I understand our Huntmaster prepares Calden Enverson's offering as we speak. This gift is beyond worth. You have my thanks, Inquisitor. I must complete the preparations.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
The offering will be prepared for burial. My father... No, I'm only Finn. Still, I rest easy knowing Calden's soul will journey well. Thank you, Inquisitor.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Someone fought something big here. It could be that bear the Avar are looking for. If the bear isn't dead, it has to be nearby.
Let's look around. Tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here.
Offerings for this mage's ritual. Why are they still here?
Good question. Scorch marks, left by some kind of interrupted spell. Perhaps the ritual was never completed. The grass is trampled down here. A fight?
I do not think so. There are tracks. It was likely a heart.
Probably not important then.
If a mage was performing a ritual for part of the spirit, she may have needed to replenish her strength.
Then why is the vial still full?
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I'd just like to help another mage, if you need it.
Will you understand? I hear lowlander mages see the gods differently. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down.
A great comfort. But you are no longer a child.
Some mages need the help of a god all their lives.
Very well. Perhaps, however, ask yourself if it is help you need, or companionship.
I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirits certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
The abomination thing didn't work out so well for Kirkwall.
Inquisitor? She is an abomination.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
Well met.
The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes. Oh, this'll be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. Hakkon's trials await.
I'm ready to begin Hakkon's trials.
Excellent. Step into the grounds, and we'll begin.
Farewell.
Safe journeys. What a fight! That maneuver was... Well, you shot well fought, Inquisitor.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Greetings, stranger.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken craps! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her.
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
A god's god?
Yes. Hakkon Winter's Breath, bringer of the cold winds of war.
How do you send a god to attack someone?
With much blood and many foolish rituals. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skalds say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I will speak with you later.
Farewell.
Rightio, so I think we've done more than enough going around all here, so obviously when we come back we'll focus now more on the main mission of the DLC now. I mean, I didn't expect the DLC to be like this because, you know, in the Descent, all you pretty much did was just go into the deep roads and then pass the deep roads and go to the center of the earth. And here, you're doing it like any other normal map. So obviously, you know, you wouldn't expect this. But nonetheless, travel all around, do all the stuff with the Yavar, and they were good enough to continue on with the main quest. So, stop here. We'll be back with this again in 3 weeks. And as always, leave a like and comments.